Hey guys, it's Damien. I've got a really cool video I'm going to do. I'm actually going to be answering some questions tonight. This particular video is going to be a question from one of my subscribers in regards to how I ship chocolates during a hot season such as spring and summer, specifically summertime. How do you safely ship chocolates if you haven't done that before? And I will break down the process for you. A real quick rundown. My wife and I started a small home-based business a few years back. We started selling chocolates, and we started selling some riddles and candies and such. Then we transitioned into a commercial type of business that we do business online now. We have stores on Amazon. We've been doing this for nearly since 2010, for nearly about 7 years. Our business has grown dramatically over the past few years, and more specifically over the past 2 years. Having a presence on Amazon has been tremendous for our brand. We now hand produce over 400 different items, from chocolate covered pretzels to cake balls, cookies, candies, brittles, and everything in between. We also do snacks. We do nuts and seasoned nuts, and et cetera, et cetera. So how do we ship our products? We also, by the way, sell on Etsy as well as Amazon. And we also sell on eBay and, of course, thebrittlebox.com. So the question was, how do you properly ship chocolate items during a super hot summertime? And I've dealt with this, and I've learned, and I have tried everything under in the books. And it took quite a few years to get down what we do now and to get it right. I've actually shipped chocolate-covered pretzel rods to Singapore. We ship globally. We've gone to 15 countries around the world with our products. So how do I do it, and how do I do it safely? Okay, so there's a few things to keep in mind. Now, if you're shipping a chocolate product or a heat-sensitive product, the question is, can you do it during the summertime? Yes, you can. How do you do it? With ice packs, with insulated. I'm actually going to get you a piece. I'll show it to you. We're here in the shop today. I will show you how to do an insulated box, and then also the type of shipping that you choose. You don't necessarily have to do it in one day. It's not have to be an express mail, because that just makes your shipping prices go through the roof. So here's how we do it. As you may know, or you may not know, our business model is set up to have our customers place an order for a product through our websites, and then we have a 2 to 3 day window turnaround time to produce the product and then ship it. Okay, so that doesn't mean that the customer is going to get it in 2 to 3 days. That means that is our production turnaround time is 2 to 3 days. So, for instance, on a Monday, you place an order with us. I have until Wednesday to make it, and then at that point, I ship it. We do offer express 1 day service for some of our products, but traditionally, we actually just use priority 2 day mail. Here's why. Of course, your shipping costs go considerably down. But number one, what type of shipping service you use? What type of a shipping service do you use? That's the first and foremost. I've had a tremendous amount of really good feedback and good experience with priority USPS 2 day mail. You can go the UPS route, United Postal Service UPS route, for the same type of service a 2 day. But I'll tell you, honestly, you're going to be paying a heck of a lot more for shipping than you really need to. If your customer has to have it by a certain period of time and they want to pay, I've had a tremendous amount of my customers actually offer to pay additional service fees to have an expedited service for 1 day. Hey, that's fine. I normally don't. I actually kind of steer most of my customers away, because for a couple of reasons. I don't want our customers to overpay for shipping when it's not needed. And we don't actually make any money on shipping. I don't charge extra shipping and handling. We simply charge what it costs to get from A to B, from us to our customers. You'll actually keep, and you'll make a lot of happy customers by doing that. Some retailers like to tack on a few couple dollars to make more money on their customers. I just think that's a bad business practice. I don't recommend you do that. I'm a big believer in karma, and you know what you put out comes back. So I strive very diligently to only charge just what it costs to get the package from us to them. Okay, so I'm going to run over here real quick. I'm going to grab the foil insulation I was talking about. Okay, all right. I had to pause it there for a minute. Okay, this is the type of material. Can you see this? This is actually what I received from a large chocolate order. I placed a big shipment order for one of our wholesalers that we buy from. We get some chocolate, certain chocolates that we get in stock in bulk. This is what, it's kind of big. It's huge. But this is actually a bubble wrapped insulated. This is a temperature type of bubble wrap that goes inside a box. Okay. Now it's very big, as you can tell. I'm about 6 foot tall, so you can kind of see the size of this thing is enormous. But inside of this is what goes inside the box. Okay. So this goes in the box as a liner, and then you put your product inside. Now this is a big version, okay, of what I'm talking about. Now you can buy that and you can get it in rolls, cut it down, and make it fit your product specification sizes, because your box for your chocolates might be a lot smaller, obviously. This is really, really big. You can get it in rolls, or you can get it pre-made, like this item here. You can get it pre-made to fit inside your shipping box. Again, if you have a specified size box, I'll actually give you, in the description down below, I'll give you a link to the company you can buy that from. But it's actually an insulated insert. And once you put the item inside of that, your chocolate product, you put an ice pack. And I'll get you a sample of the ice pack, and let me show you the ones that we work with. Okay, all right. So like I was mentioning, there's two specific size ice packs that we use. Now, you might have in mind, you may think that's an ice pack, it's filled with water, and you just freeze it and add it to your packaging. It's not like that at all. This is actually made of a different type of material. It is non-toxic. This is one size. This is a 12 ounce, okay? And we buy these, we get these really cheap. You buy them in bulk, they are ultra, ultra cheap. And then you've got a small 3 ounce, okay? So 12 ounce here, you got a 3 ounce. I use these different sizes. They actually come from the manufacturer that makes these. It's got like 20 different sizes. You buy the ones that are more specific to your product size, okay? There's a reason for that. Number one, shipping weight. It's going to add additional weight. And of course, you need to figure that out for yourself as far as what your product weight is, in addition to ice packs and that foil liner that I just showed you, okay? Now, once these are completely frozen, and they're frozen like a rock, these will last about 48 hours. That's about your 2-day window of your shipping. You ship it out on Monday, your customer gets it around Wednesday, maybe Thursday. But with this ice pack inside an insulated liner, inside of a box, and then shipped with the product, you'll be good to go. But of course, you want to keep in mind, you want to correctly understand your shipping, what it's going to cost, the weight total with your insulated packaging and your ice packs. And keep in mind, you can actually kind of pass along to your customers the cost of the shipping, which would include that ice pack, okay? So when I said before, I like to charge customers strictly what it costs to get the product from me to them. I do, but I also tack on, you know what, these when I buy them in bulk, they cost me like 20 cents. So if I charge shipping of $5.99 for something, I'll go to like $6.35 or $6.75 to ship a product. Just remember to tack on the product cost. Don't gouge your customers. Don't overcharge them. It's just bad business practice. It's not a right thing to do. But what that'll do, again, back to the question at hand, is can you ship chocolates during a hot season, spring and summertime? Yes, most definitely. Use a 2-day priority service. You don't need to really charge your customers a 1-day express. It's just not needed. Have I done that before? Yes. Customers have requested it. Hey, and then I tell them straight up, if you're going to be buying an express, a 1-day service, something that weighs like 8 ounces or even 10 ounces, not even a pound, it could cost you $25 to $30 to get it there in 1 day. So, but you need to know your shipping. I will tell you, when I first started this business, I was not very schooled or understanding, was not familiar with shipping, and it ate away at a lot of my profit, okay? But I've learned the lessons learned, and I can tell you straight up from experience that I can almost literally tell you the shipping cost to get a product from here to almost any state in the U.S. You give me a weight, I can literally tell you off the top of my head, because I personally handle all the shipping too that goes out. As a family-run business, it's my wife, myself, and of course we have my mom helps us out, and some family members here and there. So the thing of it is you ship out. So far, we have shipped approximately about 275,000 products, so 275,000 shipments. It's been about 250 to 275,000 orders, and I personally have wrapped each and every single one of them. So I am so experienced with it. I could, like I said, I could tell you the cost to get a product from us to Oregon, almost to the penny. The other thing that you want to stay on top of is the shipping services and the rates. Annually, they fluctuate. They don't always stay the same. So if you use FedEx, UPS, or USPS, familiarize yourself every year and be aware of those rate increases. Because if you're not aware of it and you give a customer a quote and you've got like 500 wedding favors that have to be shipped out, and there are different addresses, you're going to be losing a lot of money if you're not understanding the shipping rates. So number one, figure out what service you want to utilize, okay? Know your package dimension and the size, and then figure out what it's going to cost for that size. So the shipping service, the size of the box. Number three, what materials. Make a list. Understand that too. When you start this type of business, I'm going to tell you straight up, I've been working for myself now for nearly 7 years, and I've been owning businesses, retail. I've had a retail bakery and then have my business online now. You need to know every facet of what you do, and you need to know it better than anybody else, okay? Everything from the marketing to the shipping to the production of the product, the bag that it goes in, the can that it goes in, your suppliers, everything. You need to know every aspect, because if you don't and you're not on top of what it costs you to produce a product, you're just going to not make money. It's not going to be profitable. Then you'll get discouraged, and then you won't continue. I can give you a list of 12, half a dozen to 2 dozen times when I've started this business that I could have just threw my hands up and said, you know what, I'm going to go back to work, but never, just never. I've got the drive, and I've got the focus that once I made the decision to do this, that's it for me. And we have been successful every single year over year, and right now our growth is so fast, I could literally tell you it's actually not year over year, it's month over month. We are tremendously growing at a rate that's beyond what I expected. And the sales goals that we've set for ourselves, we've done very well. And I don't tell you that because I have a big head. I don't believe in ego and all that. I'm not telling you these numbers for that. I'm just telling you that you have the capacity to do the same thing, but you've got to be patient with it, and you must stick with it. If you don't know offhand everything, you're not going to know up front all of the ins and outs of having a business. You just got to be patient with yourself and the process, and you got to learn from it. The one thing that being an entrepreneur has taught me over the past several years, you got to learn how to learn, and you have to, every single day, there's something new that you're going to learn. Be open to the concept of continually reading and understanding businesses. I read right now probably between 8 to 10 books simultaneously throughout the week and month, and I take notes from all these different books that I'm reading. You constantly grow, and you become a much better person and a better business person. To read stories about people who have successfully created businesses from nothing, and that's what motivates me to do what I do. Aside from this YouTube channel, I also I have several provisional patents for several ideas that I'm in the process of getting licensed. And this YouTube channel, along with about 6 other YouTube channels I actually have that I keep updated with as well. And I just try to draw from multiple sources of income and multiple avenues of different ideas and things. And that's going to be that driving force that'll drive you to become a better person as well as a better entrepreneur and business owner, is the idea to be open to new ideas and to new things. So like I said before, we now have about 400 items, and I've got a list of another couple hundred items that will be going into FBA. We're now at 60 plus items that we produce and we send to FBA. And we just completed our 104th or 105th order that we've actually shipped to FBA in less than a year. So, and again, I tell you these things not to brag, not to boast, but you keep your mind open and allow yourself to learn all these little things. You may think they're kind of trivial about package size and shipping. They're not. You definitely need to understand every single facet of what you do and know it like the back of your hand. So keep in mind, like I said, the shipping service, the size of the box that you're going to go in, your weight, okay? The materials to make the product fit securely and snug. Also, if you're going to be shipping chocolates or things that are breakable, not only just that could melt in transit, but are fragile. Like we have a full line of pretzels, chocolate covered pretzels, which could break at any time. And we've had, when I first started doing this, I didn't understand how to pack them well. But you definitely want to be on top of your product, knowing that if it's a fragile item, you're going to wrap it in bubble wrap. And again, keep the package size in mind and understand the type of materials that you're going to need to securely pack it. Most of the fragile chocolate items that we sell, we actually have bubble envelopes that we put them in, bubble envelopes, and you can get them. They're just clear, transparent bags. And I'll put it in the description the company that I get the ice packs from and the other airtight bubble wrap. That is what we put them in, and we secure them that way. So it's got a little bit of give during transit that it won't break. So I hope this is some useful information. Thank you for asking about how to do that, how to ship properly. I hope these 3 items are helpful for you in the back. And check out my new channel. Again, it's got a few items, a few resources on there. I'm building that channel up. But when you become a subscriber to that, I offer the consulting where you can email me directly if you've got questions about any processes for producing your product, if you got a cottage kitchen, if you're in a commercial facility, and I can help you out with that. Thanks, guys.